Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Joining us right here is Beth Carta-Dolan from Joseph's Spaghetti Shed. How are you, Beth?
I'm good, Rob. How you doing?
Good. How was your summer?
Busy.
Busy.
Very busy. Yep, it was good.
Well, that's a good thing. And now we're into fall.
We are. Yep, different kind of business. You know, it's a little lull now, but still busy on the weekends, and it'll be pretty busy. I'm curious to see what the extra week that we have is going to do, because we had Labor Day so early and Columbus Day so late. It's like we have an extra week in there.
Every few years that happens.
So I'm curious as to whether we'll do the same number of people just spread out over 5 weeks, or if it'll be have one extra week of being busy.
A bonus week.
Yeah.
And now, of course, one of the great things about Joseph, you know, we're into fall. We were talking about it earlier, where Friday night was cold. We're not going to say it was chilly. It was downright cold. And so it's been obviously cooling off at night.
Right.
So it's the perfect place to go with nice hot spaghetti, good comfort food. You know, perfect for those fall nights.
Yep, and we do. We have 3 standard soups that we have as well. We do our homemade onion, our homemade minestrone, and our homemade Italian wedding soup, and those are great. You know, you come in, you're chilly. It's great.
Right.
A great way to warm up. We go through this time of year. We go through a lot of soup anyway. I'm surprised at some of the 98-degree days when people come in and order soup, but we go through a lot now. You know, it's that you come in and you're chilly, and I'm gonna have a cup of soup. You know?
Oh, absolutely. And of course your bread is fabulous.
Right.
So you know, if you get the salad with the bread, then you're kind of in glory. I just sit there with the bread and the butter, and I'm just like, I don't need anything else. I'll just eat this all night. So. But it's fabulous. And anything new to the menu? Anything?
No,
you add specials all the time.
Yeah. Sometimes I run specials. I'm always messing around with different things that I just have really been addicted to the BLT pizza. That's not on the menu, but it's something that I made up, and it's so good. I do like a white pizza with bacon on it, and then when it comes out, I put lettuce and fresh tomato, and then I drizzle it with horseradish sauce.
Wow.
That's not even on the menu. I was like, that sounds really good. I think I'll make that. But that's how I come up with new menu items.
Right.
Is I'll just be messing around and be like, wow, you know, this would be really good on the menu, you know. So, but one of the things, I brought a few samples here.
I see that.
I have a freezer in my lobby, and all summer I was so busy, I just didn't have enough stock or enough time to get it stocked for folks. But now I'm finally having time to get some stuff packaged and in the freezer. So I have all our sauces that I do.
Right. So you have,
and that's the roasted red pepper pesto, and I will have the regular pesto out there as well.
So this is just sauce.
Yep.
But it's ready to go.
Yeah. And some of it these are frozen, so you have to kind of plan ahead a little bit. It's not like you can come in and just stick it in the oven and have it ready. But with a little microwaving, this is meatballs. You can get them loose enough that you can get them into a pot.
Yeah.
And then heat them slowly. So you could come in the afternoon and actually have those for dinner.
Right.
The lasagna, probably best to let it thaw overnight. And then this is fully cooked and ready to go. Literally reheat it. You can put it in a pan and reheat it in the oven, or you can just do it right in this container.
Which is perfect.
In the microwave.
And Hans just zoomed in there for us. So nice, you know, handy containers, very easy. And this is one of the things you can go in, and you're right there. You grab them and you go.
And you go. Yep. And we can pack. Like if somebody came in and they wanted the sauce right then and there, they didn't have time to thaw it when they got home. We can pack it, you know, to order.
Right.
But this is a way. I have a lot of folks that are traveling home. I have a woman from Nova Scotia who comes, and when she leaves, she takes 12 containers of bolognese sauce.
Wow.
And frozen and has everything ready to pack. And I have a man who comes in all winter, and he's not here in the summertime, and he loves the red clam sauce. So red clam isn't something that I have in the freezer. That would be something that would have to be special ordered.
Yeah.
But he'll order a full gallon of red clam sauce that I'll pack for him.
Yeah.
And then he has it in his freezer. He has it all summer.
That's
and
perfect.
then pretty soon he'll be back because he does ski instructing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be back. So
yeah. But it makes me happy to get this. And then another thing I'm going to do is one of our most popular desserts is our frozen peanut butter pie. Mm-hmm. Well, I just bought small pie tins, and I'm going to start making small peanut butter pies.
Oh, perfect.
So there'd be like, 4 servings, so you don't have this great big huge peanut butter pie hanging out in your freezer, but it would be enough to have, and I'm going to start making those, have those in the front freezer as well.
Now, I'm sure there are some people who would eat the entire peanut butter pie, though. So.
Yeah, probably, and that's okay.
That's okay. And speaking of desserts, you brought some apple crisp for Hans and I.
I
Thank
did,
you very
yes,
much.
because you can eat this for breakfast.
Because you oh, absolutely, it's got all the breakfast ingredients.
That's right.
Because you have tons of desserts.
I do. That's one of my favorite things, especially this time of year, because you can start bringing in all the pumpkin items. And I do homemade Indian pudding, which is a real New England favorite.
Very New England, yeah.
Not everybody has that. And this time of year, we sell so much Indian pudding. You know, I can't, it's like, I'll be out of it. I'm like, I just made that.
Yeah.
But it's great. We move, obviously, a lot of apple crisp, and I try to have apple pie, and, you know, this time of year, pumpkin pie is one people are starting to look for.
Absolutely.
You know? And I do all different kinds of bread puddings. And I have a really nice streusel-topped pumpkin bread pudding that I'll start making. But and I did one last week that was a carrot cake spice bread pudding. People come in specifically to see what I have for bread pudding, because I've made probably 30 different flavors of bread pudding. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of a special feature.
Right,
for
and
again,
I find that this time of year, I don't know if it's the weather but people eat more dessert this time of year. You know, I don't know if it's the clientele or if it's the.
I think it's the weather.
Yeah,
I think that it's kind of part of that. You know, relaxing and and you have a little bit more time.
Right.
You know,
right.
to kind of
yeah,
stretch out your
I
meal.
mean, people that are coming in this time of year, they tend to be dining more.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't have, you know, a whole bunch of kids in tow that they've just spent 8 hours at Storyland and they're ready to get them back to the pool. You know, they're trying to get in and out. It's more people that are coming in. A lot of couples this time of year. We do a lot of couples, and they're dining. You know, so which is great.
That's terrific.
And now we're gearing up for our Dine to Donates.
Right.
So yeah, we just had our
when's the first one?
We had our first one last Monday, and we do those every Monday. Most of the ones through the fall and prior to Christmas are booked. I think I might have 3 open dates on those, and then after Christmas. February is totally full, but I have quite a bit available in January, March, April, and May.
That's great. So someone could contact you about that.
Yes, yeah, a local nonprofit or school group, anybody looking to make some extra funding. We donate 20% of the total sales, which
awesome.
Can be very substantial on a busy night.
Absolutely.
And I always urge people to do a raffle. You know, particularly like a choice auction where people can look and say, "Ooh, I want to win that."
Yeah.
You know, because if you have 50 people that come in, you know, you might get $200 from me, but if those 50 people all buy $10 worth of raffle tickets, there's another $500.
It adds up.
Easy money, you know. So I really try to urge people to do that, and it's been really great. They're building, and I have a lot of local folks that will order every Monday. If they'll either come to dinner or they'll order takeout because they know that 20% is going to benefit.
Right. That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
So gearing up for the fall and the winter is pretty much the theme there at
I think it is
Joseph's
for
Spaghetti
everybody.
Chef. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like this switch over. You know, you just go from being running to all of a sudden you take a breath. And it just changes.
Absolutely.
Literally overnight, it changes.
Absolutely.
But it's great, and you know, I feel we're having a lot more people discover us. You know, we had on our sign all summer. It said, "Don't drive by again." A friend of mine thought that up and put it out there, and it worked. I had people that came in and said, "We drove by. We literally stopped, turned around, and came back because of the sign." And people that have come in that say, "Oh, we've been driving by for years," and you know, and they kick themselves for not stopping sooner. And you know, I think sometimes pasta is something that people think, "Oh, you cook that at home," you know.
Right.
But when they come in and they actually see what we have, and that everything is homemade.
Right. And you add the bread, and you add the desserts, and everything else.
And we have beautiful salads, and we have, you know, just a lot of stuff that I don't know why, but they just don't expect it.
Yeah.
So when they come in and then it's like, wow, you know, we're definitely going to be back. And that makes me feel good because once they experience it, and it's not, it's not fancy. It's called the Shed for a reason.
Right.
But we've done quite a bit of work over the past few years too to make it more comfortable for people.
Oh, absolutely.
To make it a space that's comfortable to wait in if you have to wait, and expanded the menu a bit. We have a really great wine list. We have a really extensive beer list. I don't know if people realize that. We have some really awesome beers. And we did a rotating IPA this summer where we'd work with the beer vendors and say, hey, what do you got that's new? What do you got that's good? And because we as a staff like to try new things too. So it's just, like I said, the menu's growing, and we find some things that don't work, and we switch them out with other things that we find are really, work really well. So.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, Beth, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you so much,
as always.
Rob.
And Hans and I are going to eat our apple crisp, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
I hope so.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, Rob.
Back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.